Welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today we are going to be working on the Spitfire. So we have issue 79 of Build the Mark 1 Spitfire. Now, again, we're going to be continuing on the base today. We've got some side panels to put on and a few bits and other pieces. As you know, the base for this is absolutely huge. It's behind me there. And so there might be a little bit of stopping and starting with this video just as I try and get into the best camera position possible. Last time I did do it on the floor, but after that my ankles and knees and back were absolutely shot to pieces after doing it on the floor. So I'm going to try the best I can do sitting down and getting this done. I have made my workspace bigger though. I've moved to the other side of the desk. So hopefully now I won't have any problems with these bigger builds. But I really need to get started on this one today. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, let's get started. Now I've got this in a bit of a weird position here because we need to put one of these supports in. So this is kind of the only way I can do this. So bob it in, try and hold it from one end. Come on. Right, that's the first one in. Then I'll do the second, and then hopefully it's going to be a bit easier. Right, so we'll just go behind the base just to line up this screw. Screw in. And get that in. Get my little wrench and tighten up these screws. Right, and that's that bit in place. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to stop recording while I move on to the next bit. Okay, so we're back now at the table. Now it does now in the instructions start to telling you to start putting these panels in. But I'm going to go slightly off piste. And the reason I'm going to do that is, here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this a little bit differently. So I'm going to connect up them two panels nearer, and then I'm going to put this plate. I know how this model, this base is going together. Should I say? I can't get my words out. So I'm thinking if I do this, do it completely different to the instructions, I'm going to have an easier time of it. So I'm first going to get this bracket in. Okay, so let's get this in. It's the second screw. The good thing about the new build space is not every slight knock now affects the camera, which is great. Something like these little knocks here would have set it off. Okay, that's now in place. What I'm going to do next, like I said, I'm going to completely and utterly different. I'm going to put these brackets on first. Put it down here. Now I am checking the instructions to make sure that I'm putting these on correctly. Said about knocking. I think these would be a lot easier while this panel is off. I suppose it's like doing prep work. Okay. The next bracket. Okay. Then I'm going to do the next bracket at this side. This will make my life so much easier when it comes to it. So I'm just checking. Right, so it wants to come this way. Right. Okay, so if we do that, we go on like that. Just double checking. Right, so that's the first screw in. Here comes the next. Okay, that is now in position. So my theory is, all I have to do now is put this onto the base. Let me use the camera. And then all I really have to do is screw the two corners in. So screw a corner in here, screw a corner in at the other side. That's then got it in place and it can be secured. That's the theory. Whether it works is a different matter. Right, this will be a bit of a pain, not wanting to go in. Look me hitting the camera. Oh! I almost had it biting then. And again I almost had it biting. Right, this is not going how I prepared. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this near side first of all. I can just move the base around, I hope. Come on, screw. You don't want to stay on the screwdriver. Now it wants to go into a tiny hole. We're playing screwdriver roulette. Right, this one started. It's not easy to back screw, but it's getting in there. Oh. Right, here we go. Okay. And now while this is hanging over the desk, I'm going to pop a screw in, get a washer and a nut. Hopefully my plan works. Oh yes, it has worked. Perfect. Right, so the idea now is I'll bring this stand a bit more down. I'm going to put the nuts and bolts into the middle part. So this is this one going in. This part going in. Get another 2 nuts. Right, nut and washer. Washer on. That's screwed down nicely. I'll get another one on and then I'll give them a tighten up. Right. That's tightened. Didn't need much. That one didn't need much. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to try and attempt these 2 screws on this last piece here. Now it's got a bit more rigidity to it. Right, that's the first one going in and it's gone in nicely. Oh! Let's see if this one goes in nice enough. Should do, because everything in theory is lined up. And that went in lovely. Then all I need to do is bolt in a washer. I think definitely doing it the way I've done it, it's the easier way to go on this. But I think at the end of the day, it's whatever works for you, for yourself. Yeah, just like the washer there. No problem, we have spares. It's a little bit more problematic, but it's on. Oh, if I ever have to do them bolts again, whew. And that's all nicely tightened up and all done, but we don't finish there. we've got some bottom panels to put on. Now, let's work this out. So these want to go between panel 1, 2, 6 and 5. So 1, 2, 6 and 5. And it says it's labelled L, which it is. And right, so if I try and line this up, right, help if I have it the right way around. Right, that's in. Right, okay, that's in. Oh, not fully. There we go, that's in. And then we need to screw that down. Now, which into, so it wants it in these 4 screws. So it's basically a strengthening panel. Right, so that's 1 screw in. So hopefully this should make the bottom panels of this display stand better. Sorry, I didn't realise that the camera was out of shot. I don't know why the camera's being funny. Yeah, I'm sure there's 1 screw in this front. I didn't want to go in. Ah, going in. There we go. You don't want to over tighten the screws, but you want them to be tight enough to support it. Right, so I've got 1 last screw to put in, and then I've got another panel, and I believe that is the end. Apart from these screws, as soon as they hit plastic, they don't want to go in. Oh, come on. Right, that one's going in. Okay, like I said, we've got 1 last panel in place, which is going to be at the other side. And that's just popped in lovely. And then we screw it down with 4 more screws. Screw heaven. That's the first one. Second one. Oh. The third, and this is the final screw that we have to do. I think I'm going to be glad. It's been quite a big issue to do. Okay, and that is the final screw to do, and yeah, that's definitely giving that base a lot of rigidity. So, what an issue that was, but that is issue 79 complete. Well, that's it for issue 78 of the Spitfire. Thanks for joining me on this one. That was quite difficult to do. You really have to have a third or even fourth hands to do this. It is, yeah, really big stand and very oversized for what the actual Spitfire model is, I've got to admit. But it's fun building it, and for me, building it is the part that I really enjoy. Also, if you don't know, I do have a Patreon channel. If you want to check that out, that's down in the description. Please come over onto that. You can support me by becoming a patron, where you'll get up to news dates, early release on videos, and all that jazz. So please come over to Patreon and join me on there. Anyway, if you like this video, please give me a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell and be notified of any future videos. But as always, guys, stay safe and bye for now.